Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today, before we head off to the new area of Agrabah, we have at least one, maybe two side quests to take care of in, like, Caravan and, stuff like that. I want to go ahead and get these done just because, we are heading off. The next leg of our journey is to a whole new area. So to me, it's better to go ahead and get these side quests done so that we can just be done with this area, relatively speaking. So that's what we're going to start things off with today. I hope that's okay. But here we go. So, nomadic needs.
Aha! You are undoubtedly the good Samaritan of legend, returned to save us nomads in these dark times. Santiago won't say, but he knows.
So, good Samaritan. So, the idea of I guess, Samaritan instead of Samaritan because of camels? Anyway.
I wonder, however, if you would be willing to assist us further in our agenda. We are only trying to make Caravan a safe place. Those blasted undead birds still plague the surrounding areas, making the roads unsafe and, frankly, hurting our businesses. If you could defeat a few more of those dreadful gulchers, the Drommel nomads have pulled together to offer you a reward.
Yeah, 9,000 gold. Yeah, we can do that. It's kind of funny. Yeah, one of the creatures that people farm most often for couch potatoes, and there are several quests that involve fighting them. I don't know, I kind of like that. It works, right? But anyway, oh look, hello, Jacob. How are you doing, Jacob? Yeah, that is one thing to be aware of. You'll probably start seeing a lot more people in these areas. Because these are. I did. I actually did a little jumping around between the different realms, trying to find one that didn't have too many people in it, because I do like to try to do these things kind of on my own. And this is the third one I jumped to. Yeah, this is the third realm I jumped to. Finally, didn't have any people on it, but it makes sense. Gulchers, like I said, are things that people farm all the time for couch potatoes, because couch potatoes are arguably one of the best plants. So I don't really think I need the prisms for these guys. I don't think their resistance is high enough for it to matter, at least with a blade. So. Though I do need a critical with a 45 blade. A 45 blade and an epic scarecrow still needs a critical. Agora, ectoplasm. Okay. We're gonna ignore that silver chest for now, because this is gonna take up some time as it is. So we're just gonna ignore it for now. Alright, don't need that. Take a second blade. There we go. Go ahead and boost up our Call of Krulhu. Go for damage. Alright, what do we get? Red couch potatoes, not what you would prefer, but it is what it is. Alright, one more fight. Yeah, the reason I didn't kind of pause and skip over this is because, unlike with that other quest where we were trying to get things to drop, this one's much more simple. You know what I mean? We're just have to do 3 fights and 3 fights only. So it's not as big. It's not as annoying trying to get things to drop because we know how long this fight's gonna take. Anyway. So these guys have set up frenzies on themselves. So that means the incoming damage is boosted by 40. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack because yeah, I mean that's them done with those boosts. Nice. Oh, am I hitting the maximum on my jewels?
Wizard, your jewel pouch is almost full. Sock it or discard some jewels to make room in your inventory.
I always forget about that. What are we, like, yeah, what is my, what are we sitting at? You can hold a maximum of, oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. Jewels, Y. You press the Y key. 100, we're at 96. Oh boy. That means I'm gonna have to start feeding some of these. Yeah, I feed them to a pet. You don't get a whole lot from it. I think you get a little bit of gold, but like you never know what you could get. So actually, one moment. And there we go, down from 96 all the way to 21. Most of these are things I just feel like I could kind of keep. A lot of them are pet jewels because why not? Never know what you might want or need. I don't keep tier jewels. I have a cracked arch mastery. Don't really know why I'm keeping it. Got rid of all my circle. There's a couple of triangle that I feel like are kind of unique. Death Brandon is definitely unique. Dual Stormblade gives 2 Stormblades. Pretty cool if you ever want to do that. And then nothing here. The main reason I went ahead and just got rid of all that stuff is because like none of my gear actually has gem slots, except for like my amulet, your ring, and your deck. They all have jewel slots, and your athame, they all have jewel slots. But like these things aren't high enough level for me to like be willing to use crowns to unlock all of their jewel slots. That'll be much later. But anyway. So there's my rationale on that, at least. And besides, we're not at the level where jewels really matter. I view jewels as much more of a like max level thing. Like that's when you really, I mean, sure, they can definitely be helpful before then, but I don't feel like they're super necessary. I could be wrong though.
Most excellent! Your efforts against the Gulchers have not gone unnoticed. And more gold for us means more gold for you. In fact, this is only the start. Gulchers, Trengles, Crypt Conscripts. Defeat any of these and I will offer you special faction rewards.
Oh, right.
If you're inclined to be a treasure hunter, gather antiquities from around Mirage and I will trade special items for those as well.
Okay. So that's them explaining why all of his stuff requires certain items. Like his reagent shop, nothing, but his equipment shop, the Drommel Turban, you need Gulcher's Bane, which requires you to defeat a certain amount of Gulchers. The same thing with, Tringold Thrasher, Gulcher's Bane, Conscript Crusher, and Archaeologist Treasure Hunter has to do with... Does it actually tell me? No, it doesn't. But those are 2 badges, is what those are. So that's kind of him explaining where that stuff comes from. Same thing with like his crafting. Oh no, that's right. But anyway, so it's kind of a nice way of explaining. They give an explanation as to why. Okay, so that was the only thing, because our next thing's in the Caterwall Canyons. We can't actually get there yet. So off to Agrabah we go. Oh, that's nice. I was wondering. Okay, so that's our teleporter, is a chained up magic carpet. Okay. Wait, we're heading the right direction, right? Yes. Alright, off we go to the City of Thieves. Or, no, sorry, to meet the King of Thieves. Alright, Agrabah. Let's check the map. Exactly what I was expecting. There's another teleporter, and this is also... Okay, there's a lot going on here. Arcade District, Northgate, River District, and Garden District. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Oh, no. Those aren't other locations. Those are just like, this is the Northgate section, Arcade District, Garden District, and then River District. Okay, that makes more sense. But anyway, we got some baboons over here. That is a macaw, baboons. What else we got?
Greetings and salutations, my fine friend. You are new to the city, are you not? Ah, then come closer. There are things you must know.
Robin of the Hoods. Naturally.
Yes, Agrabah is very dangerous. You cannot trust people. They will rob you blind. You are fortunate that I happen to be passing by.
Sure.
What is your business in our fair city? Oh, you are here to see the King of Thieves. How convenient. I just so happen to be the Prince of Thieves.
Excuse me, I've been out of circulation for a while and I know things have changed, but you really mean to tell me that you are royalty?
Jest, of course. I am no prince. Someone already ran that scam. I mean, the King of Thieves. Yes, this way, right down the alley.
Alright, Robin, so we're gonna have to... Yeah, obviously that's a fight incoming. But anyway, I did want to check one thing. Do we have... No. Okay, so there's no oasis here. And there is no... No, okay. And there's no cactus blossom in Agrabah. But anyway, this is looking to be a boss fight, so let's go ahead and... Whoops. Switch over. Robin, part of the Hoods gang. Robin Hood, do you get it? He's even a fox from the old Disney movie. From the old Disney Robin Hood movie. Anyway. Let's see how this goes. We have Robin the Hoods, Swan the Hoods. Alright.
I told you I could do it. Finally tricked someone into entering the alley. They fell for it. Quickly, jump then.
Whoa, wait! Stop! We can't do this. It's all wrong. They look like good people. We can't attack good people.
Really? So all that planning was for nothing? I guess you're right. But what are you going to do now? Befriend them?
Perhaps I will. Traveler, I hope you will give me another chance. Meet me back out in the street and I will find a way to make it up to you.
What? That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a fight. So I came here for a fight. I'm just curious to see like what all is around here. Okay, so yeah, multiple exits. I actually wonder if that put me out some... No, okay. One entrance, multiple exits to that entrance. Gotcha.
I must apologize. I'm Swan, the leader of the Hoods. We just aren't very good at this robbery business. We're thieves, but not the bad kind. We used to work the bazaar, When a corrupt merchant swindled an innocent citizen, we'd pick his pocket and return the gold, keeping a small cut. But the King of Thieves shut us down, under pressure from the other gangs, of course. Now those gangs have the run of the entire city. Not only that, but after letting the city go down the drainpipe, the King of Thieves just skipped town, abandoning Agrabah to gang control. I'm sorry, this must be disappointing to you. The King of Thieves is who you came to see, right? Well, perhaps I have another idea. The King of Thieves abandoned not only the city, but his beautiful wife as well, Sultana Shahrazad. These days, she's the only hope this city has. You should speak to the Sultana. In fact, I'll go too. I've been meaning to talk to her. Her apartment is across the bazaar. Meet me there.
Okay, Sultana. Oh, so this is the bazaar. Gotcha. Oh, okay. She's the one on the loading screen for Mirage. Gotcha.
I know, it was wrong. I admit it, but that's why I called it off. And here I am, coming clean. You have to give me some credit for that.
I do. You have a good heart, Swan. Just do me a favor and stop trying to pretend otherwise, all right?
As you wish. I'm yours to command, Sultana. You don't have to worry. It'll never happen again, I promise.
You must be the wizard Swan spoke of. I hope you'll forgive the rude welcome you received. I'm afraid that's the legacy of my husband's reign. Please, come in, though. If you had matters to discuss with the King of Thieves, you can discuss them with me. I'll do what I can.
Oh, nice to meet you. Okay, it's Ishtar, Dreamy Oh my god. That's a most of us are probably too young to have actually seen the show I Dream of Jeannie. It was a sitcom. I cannot remember when it was on TV, but I feel like the 60s or 70s. But I'm not entirely sure on that. But, I Dream of Jeannie, Dreamy Jeannie. She wore a lot of pink. Yeah, you get the idea.
So the Drommel nomads in Caravan are seeking aid to fight against who? Overlord Xerxes? I'm not familiar with this name.
Wait, Xerxes is resurrected? Oh, phooey. Then Urkala's back too. Master, I must warn you, they are dangerous. And not very pretty, either.
Be that as it may, I'm afraid we have little to offer in the way of aid. As you can tell, the city has fallen to crime and lawlessness. My husband was gallant, charming, and open-minded, but he was a terrible king. He let the city's gangs have their way in everything. The gangs once kept to the districts, but the king gave them free rein across the city. Law-abiding citizens now fear to leave their homes.
Oh, and he didn't stop there. Gave them the palace, too. Great guy, huh? It's horrid. Have you seen the bazaar? So dreadfully boring these days.
All that said, we do have a plan for restoring order. Perhaps if you help us, wizard, then we can address the threat of this overlord. First thing I need is my husband's vizier, Fazal. His home is just across the bazaar. Convince him to come here, and we can discuss the plan.
Naturally. All right. So it looks like there's going to be a fight in here eventually. Should be interesting. See, there she is. All right. Find the vizier. Yeah, I know it's right over there, but grab a wooden chest, see what else is around. Stone block. Yeah, this place kind of strikes me as potentially difficult to navigate. Or, not difficult, more annoying to navigate. There's some of our first enemies. Thuggy Goon, okay. So, since apparently there's a badge for, I guess, collecting antiquities, yeah, we're going to be picking up every shiny we see. Just to let you know. Alright, well, let's see what's holding him captive. Or if he just needs his bell rung a little bit. Could be either.
is this all about? You were supposed to be watching the door.
Me? I thought you were watching the door. I mean, you said, I got the door.
That was when I was opening it, you nincompoop. Bah! It doesn't matter. Just get them.
So we have a goon and a gangster, ice and death, respectively. If I can get a prism, if I pull a prism, we'll go ahead and put it on the gangster. If not, we'll just see 19. Yeah, nothing really to worry about there. But we'll go ahead and boost that. Play the prism because why not? And then we will probably blade and go from there. No, 2620. I'd rather have a blade just to make sure, just in case. Like, it's honestly, even with a blade, we still need a critical to take this guy out, but we get them more often than not, so. Okay, since we got a Shadow Pip, Call of Cthulhu.
Quick, let us get out of here. Get the door.
Huh. These guys dropped couch potato. I wonder which one dropped them, but I will definitely take that. Thank you very much. Agrabah Enforcer, so I guess fighting baboons.
Wait, does that mean you want me to watch it?
Oh, you fool! Just get out of here! We need to tell Ali Baboon about this!
Alibaba. Another character. I believe Alibaba is from the 1001 Arabian Nights, but again, I've never actually read that book, so I don't know. I probably should one day, because, yeah.
Praise the sands! Thank goodness you surprised us, those ruffians, and ran them off. They were trying to rob me. I'm so glad you came.
That's a bunch of bull.
Really? The Sultana wants to talk to me? I thought perhaps she'd left the city, but all right, I will come. I will meet you at her apartment.
That sounds horrifically fishy. Yeah, you surprised us. Just seeing what's around.
There you are. It sounds as if you arrived at the Vizier's abode just in time. Now you see how bold these gangs have become. I am glad you are all here. Istar and I have come up with a plan for restoring order to Agrabah, and I hope you will help us. The plan is simple. We rob the robbers, steal back what was stolen. We raid each gang's coffers and blame the theft on a rival gang. When the gangs go to war, we step in and negotiate a truce, requiring all gangs to stay out of the bazaar. We restore order to the city center.
Oh, please, this plan is preposterous. With all due respect, Sultana, it would be better to leave the city. This plan will never work.
Humor me, Fazal. I believe it will. Istar will accompany the wizard. First, they will steal back the armband of Zamir from the Feral's gang.
Don't worry, Wizard. I'll show you the way. Your part is to get in and steal back the treasure. I'll make sure the Thuggies gang gets the blame.
I guess if the genie's going along, I'd just be dead weight. Undead weight, I suppose. How about I just stay here with the Sultana?
That would be all right, I suppose. Perhaps you can tell me more about this Overlord Xerxes, Wizard, Istar. Our hopes go with you. Good luck.
Alright, now what does Istar give us? Okay, no damage. Yeah, no boost to damage, nothing to resistance, nothing to accuracy. Maybe armor pierce? She gives +5 armor pierce. Anything else? I don't think so. No, just +5 to armor pierce, which that's completely fine with me. But anyway, I think we'll head to the River District. We'll see what's up, and then we'll see what's up, and then we'll probably wrap things up relatively soon.
Well, here we are, the River District. I know, it's so dingy. So let's not dilly-dally. We do our work here and get back to my master. She's amazing, isn't she? The Sultana. The best master I've ever had. My last master was a military captain. He was sweet, but didn't last. Now, where were we? Oh, getting into the Pharaoh's waterfront warehouse. We'll have to rough up the felons until one of them coughs up a key.
Coughs up a key because they're cats. Let's go check out this. I'm assuming this is a stone key. It won't tell me, but skeleton key, mimic. This is so this is where the mimic is. Okay, yeah, I looked into it a little bit, but yeah, okay. So there's a skeleton key, mimic. Let me look this guy up just to give you guys a heads up as to what it is. One moment. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, it is obviously it's a mimic boss, and its whole thing is that it cycles between 5 different forms, each of them having kind of their own cheats and abilities. It's a level 18 boss, 32,000 health. You know, definitely something not really to try on your own unless you're like really unless you maybe you're max level. It is a stone skeleton key boss. Beating it gives you the badge Mimic Muter. So I'm not going to go into all the different cheats for this guy, but honestly, like looking at his stuff, nothing too interesting, to be honest. Like, not that I can see. Really, this would just be if you're an achievement hunter or a badge hunter, it would be a good one to fight. But yeah, that's about it. Anyway, we're at 28 minutes. Yeah, we can keep going. We can keep going. Take on some of the Pharaoh felons. Wait, is there a... Okay, no, that was the... I was like, wait, is there a boss among them? No, it's the purple of the canopy over there. 2,300. Okay. I'm going first. They have 5 total pips to start with. So they can't, yeah, they can't earthquake on turn 1. So that's good.
Meow! Mother told me to stay away from alley cats. I should have listened. All my potential wasted. You want the warehouse key? Fine. Take it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, let's keep going. So we'll finish up here We'll take on the warehouse, finish up here, and then we'll wrap up before we go on to incriminate the other gangs.
Intruders in the warehouse. We keep them away from the treasures at all cost.
Ugh, more pharaohs to fight? Really? How boring. Oh, I have an idea. With just a little genie magic. And now we have... that didn't help, did it? Phooey. They were supposed to be little bugs, not scarabs. I hate scarabs. Those clicky mandibles creep me out.
Thanks, Istar. Real helpful. Real helpful. Alright. I wonder if that's going to be a thing with her. Taking what would be a very, very easy encounter and turning it into this. Wouldn't surprise me. Excellent. We should probably be fine, honestly. Rude. Terribly rude. Alright, okay, we got our spell, so we'll be able to do that. So we'll be able to take it out next turn. Got our shadow pip, is what I meant. Just in case, let's drop a few things. There we go.
All right, now that we're done with those nasty scarabs, we can get what we came for. The armband of Zamir is probably in that chest. Perfect. Now, just a little more genie magic, and we leave evidence here that the thuggy gang was behind this. Oh, goodness! I had no idea this would be so much fun! Let's get back to the apartment and tell my master the good news.
She's like mildly endearing, you know? Like she's a little too peppy, like she's had a cup or two too much of coffee. It's kind of the impression I get from her, but like not in a super annoying way, more in a relatively endearing way, you know what I mean? So let's turn this quest in. pick, get our next task, and then we'll, like I said, then we'll wrap things up.
That was fast. You recovered the armband of Zamir. Excellent. I'll see it returned to its rightful owner. Good work, you two.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic stuff. We're so pleased.
And now it's Ali Baboon's turn. He and his thuggy goons had the nerve to steal the Mask of Ejmir from a Drommel collector. Go to the Gardens District, find their stash, and steal back the mask. Istar, this time plant evidence framing the Fangs gang for the theft.
Of course, Master. Oh, you know what? I could also use genie magic to bring down a plague of snakes in the Gardens District.
That is an interesting idea, Istar. But I think just planting evidence to implicate the Fangs is enough. Let's stick to the plan.
Yes, no going off script. Istar, please, no going off script. But anyway, like I was saying, that is where we're going to wrap things up for this episode. In the next, we continue our trek through Agrabah, incriminating the gangs, trying to incite a gang war. Saying that out loud, it sounds a lot worse than what it is. Should be amusing. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.